OMG friends, you are about to embark on such an exciting project, and this video is going to be a bit of an introduction to the colour work and the skills that you need to do this incredible design. Alright, so what I want to say to begin with is do not be freaked out. Actually, at the core of what you are doing with this pattern is straight knitting, straight stockinette stitch knitting, but you are going to be practicing something called colour work, and we are doing a form of intarsia, which is just a fancy name for a certain style of colour work, but essentially at the core of it all, you are just swapping colours while you are knitting. And so that might seem freaky, but there are two things that you need to remember for today. One is reading your pattern. So it's going to be really important. This is like not a Netflix and knit scenario, in my humble opinion. This is one that actually takes some concentration and making sure that you are following the pattern and ticking off each row as you go so you know exactly where you are. Okay, and the other thing you need to remember, so you're reading the pattern, and then the other thing you need to remember, there's only one simple rule for colour work, and that is locking in your new colour. So I'm going to go through that later, but seriously guys, it's reading your pattern and locking in your new colour and you are totally set, and this is going to be actually easy peasy. Alright, so I just want to show, this is a piece I prepared earlier, and this I'm doing the kid size. I'm doing the size 2 to 3 purely because that's what I'm knitting at the moment for one, and secondly so that I can do the entire thing in one sitting and show you from start to finish. Obviously if you are doing the bigger sizes, especially the adult sizes, none of the knit counts or anything. I'm not going to be doing specific knit counts or anything. I'm just going to be showing you step by step as you go and the skills needed. So do not freak out if you're like, oh, that doesn't look anything like mine, because the pattern changes as the sizes go up, but it should look pretty much like this at the end of it. I'm going to flip over so you can see the back side. So with intarsia and with colour work, it's not like super neat in the back, but it actually, I'm going to take that back. I think it does look quite neat. So I'm just going to show you what I mean by locking in a new colour. So what you will get when you lock in a new colour is you will get almost like a braided pattern of your two colours. And so I will take you through step by step how to lock in a new colour, but I just want to show you what the back should look like. And I'll also show you where I did not lock in the colour, and that's what happens there. So when you don't lock in a colour, all that means is you will get a bit of a gap between where you change from one colour to the other, because when you lock in, you're kind of just joining is essentially what we're saying. But if you don't do that, what you'll get is kind of a little hole, and I will also show you how to fix that if you do that, because it is not the end of the world. So I have not woven in my ends kind of on purpose so that I can show you what this looks like as you go. It's going to be a bit messy here, because that's just the nature of what we are doing. And we're not about perfection, we're about making something awesome and it being perfectly imperfect because you made it with your very own hands. Okay, so I am going to start by telling you the first thing you need to do is we need to cut off a bit of our yarn ball to make a separate little package of yarn to do these inner circles. So I will say this in the pattern, but for the kids sizes, I'm saying about 1 meter of yarn you need, and for the adult sizes about 2 meters. So you chop that off from each, and then literally just make a little ball and set it aside. Okay, of each color, each of your colors, get about 1 meter, boop, and roll it into a ball and pop it to the side. Ooh. So those are going to be used when we get to the inner circles. Otherwise you're going to be working with your 2 different colour balls of yarn, and I'm going to go step by step with that. So that is the overviews. I cannot wait to get started. If you are freaked out right now, take a deep breath and we are going to go one step at a time. See you soon.